morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 30 of 9, episode 1, Kujo and Haruka, ka Kujo and Iro. Last episode was nice. It showed us a brand new decision and showed us a bit of interaction between the characters. A bit more. Wait, maybe that was the episode before that. But regardless, it was still great. So, I recall last one was mainly about... Oh right, yes. Last time it was about how we found out that we get some new information, more white text, not decision, but new white text, that allowed us to see that we learned something new, or rather, we didn't learn something we should have, I guess you could say. We had a talk with Sophie about abilities and how they have to be in a death-like state to take their artifacts. But this time around, because Kujo had messaged Kakeru, he interrupted Sophie's discussion about it, and in the end they did not discuss the death about the illusory fire student. So that has changed the whole end of this, up to this shrine endpoint from last playthrough. That's changed it completely. Because now, I mentioned the end of the last episode where the major few points that are going to come up soon is this talk with Kujo in regards to her power. There might be something different with Yoichi in the situation at the end there. Then the other one is with Haruka at this train station. And then the fourth one is when we talk with Noah at the park. Those 4 points are going to be major possibilities in terms of changing the story completely. Specifically the fourth one. I don't think we'll get there today, so next time. But I'm really looking forward to it, seeing how everything will change. So for now, we are going to talk with Kujo. She's probably going to talk about her powers, and we'll go from there. So let's go on, shall we? So this discussion... I expect it's about the second statue, or rather, the second victim. Kujo gives a slight nod. Well, I figured as much. Why else come all the way out here on the weekend? It wasn't like she wanted to ask me for advice about what to make for lunch tomorrow. Should we wait for Sora?
大丈夫。なんていうか、漠然と、新見くんと話がしたくて。
You did?
また、新見くんが導いてくれる気がして。
How?
火事の時みたいに。
Yeah, thought as much. Last time when she mentioned the thing about the fire, I think it brought up the memory of her possibly having killed the person. And he was worried about that. But this time around he doesn't know about that. So now, because I can see why text is going to happen, he's not going to feel worried about it or guilty about it. So that's one of the things why I feel like something's going to change here. Nah, you're giving me too much credit there.
でも、新見くんに勇気をもらえたから。
Kujo smiles sweetly, and I turn away to hide my embarrassment. You're playing dirty, Miss Kujo. Do you have any idea what that smile does to me? So what should I do exactly? Should go back to normal now? Yep, here it goes.
新見くんは、魔眼のユーザーのことをどう思う?
Right, they had the big discussion about this. I remember I had so many theories on what it could be and what it could not be, and their motives, and it was a big thing, I remember. They're a murderous piece of shit. She's expressly asking me, so I doubt she wants some shallow opinion like that. So I think it over hard before I open my mouth. The day you got your artifact was the same day the sacred relic broke, due to the earthquake. So we can assume the person with the evil eye also got theirs on the same day. Their first murder was late at night, the following day. After just a single day, our culprit used their powers on another person. I can understand wanting to test out your powers out of curiosity, if they wouldn't cause harm to others. Sorry about that. Sorta seems to use hers pretty frivolously, just to mess around. But this is a power that can kill people. How could you even think of using that? I don't know if I mentioned before, but yeah, it's like they could have not known that that was the extent of their power. Don't know.
信じていなくて、
Yeah.
試しに使ってみたら本物で殺すつもりはなかったのかもって、そういう可能性も考えた。私がそうだったし。けど。
But now that a second victim has popped up, that theory no longer holds water. They're a bona fide murderer, a psychopath. They knew full well what their power their power could kill, and they still use it on a person. Sorry about that. No doubt. This time, I've been thinking they would just lay low until the heat died down, but they killed again, while the memory of the first was still fresh. Gives me the feeling they're the type who gets pleasure out of the murder. They'll do it again, I'm sure of it.
私で止められると思う。
Will it change the white text again? I'm not able to immediately process that question. It's just such a surprising question of Kujo. Always so stout-hearted. It'd be easy to just play down her doubts and reassure her. That's probably the kind of response Kujo is looking for even. However, if you're unsure, let's back out. Even if we give up, then... Oh, right, I still haven't told you her name. The Parfait Queen? Her name is Noa Yuki, and she's our age.
Yuki-san.
She's after the evil eyes user too. No harm in letting her take over the case, right? She seems to have a lot of more confidence in her power.
そうなんだよね。一人で十分って言ってた。覚えてる？ニミくん。
Remember what?
ソフィーさんが言ってた。未熟な使い手だったから、私たちは助かった。
Oh, the one with fire.
つまりそれって能力は成長するってことよね。
Yeah, it does sound like that.
射程内に入る。アーティファクトを目視できる。この条件を満たせば、私はほぼ無敵だと思う。けど、相手の射程が私よりも長かったら、アーティファクトを隠されたら、火事の時がまさにその状況だった。条件を満たせない限り、私はどんな相手にも無力。成長する必要がある。このままじゃ私は魔眼のユーザーを止められない。
I was just thinking now that how did that conversation shift to this? We were talking about giving it to Noah and letting her handle it all, and all of a sudden she just talks about wanting to improve her power so that she can fight the evil eye user. Is it just her way of saying don't even try and push it away in a sense? I want to do it in a sense. The look in her eyes is earnest and noble. Kujo hasn't grown faint-hearted. She's been moving forward, straight and steady. Her eyes are so fierce. I felt like when the music changed, there was probably felt a bit weird. So, my text. The strength within compelling me to throw caution to the wind and do whatever I can to support her. And this is why I'm terrified of her finding out the truth behind my own motivation. Yeah, this is different compared to the previous one. Before it was to hide the fact about her having killed somebody, but now it's to hide the fact that we like her. I'm not a pure soul like she is. I'm only trying to ensure that she isn't disappointed in me, that she doesn't come to resent me. Behind my poker face, I'm utterly desperate. I think for a moment, what kind of answer would Kujo want to hear? And then I give it to her. If there's anything I can, I'll do it.
ありがとう。
What would you like me to do to help you develop, Kujo?
勇ましいこと言っちゃったけれど、具体的な案があるわけじゃなくて、新見くんに相談できれば道も見つかるんじゃないかって思えて。
Oh, I see. So that's what this was all about.
私、頭が固いから、柔軟な発想で助けてもらえたらいいなって。ごめんね、休日に。
Nah, I didn't have anything to do anyway. So you need me to help you think outside the box.
私って、なんていうか、固定観念にとらわれがちというか、融通が利かないというか、そのせいで能力の幅を狭めているような気もしてて。
And you think it's obstructing your development in general?
そういうことになるのかな。
Okay, then let's tackle breaking down those preconceptions one by one.
否定、どうすればいい？
What's your powers range?
約10メートル。
And if I told you I think you could go further?
射程は何度も試したから間違いないと思う。対象に意識を集中した時にね、射程距離に入ると対象に触れたって感覚があるの。
And out of range, you don't get that sensation at all.
うん。だから射程距離は正しいはず。
Makes sense. Okay, let's try the next one. You have to be able to see the target to use your power, right?
ダメ。
You sure?
これも。試したことないかも。
Let's give it a try.
視界に入っていないものを対象にするってことだよね。
Right. She sticks out her left hand with a murmur. Her stigma glows dimly, but disappears instantly.
視界に入っていないものか。
Kind of hard.
さっき触れる感覚があって話したけれど、やっぱり対象がはっきりしないと。
So you just need to know what to use your power on. I almost reached for my cell phone resting next to me, but stopped myself. Actually, it'd be a pain in the ass to use something of mine, since I'll forget about the whole thing afterwards. I get up and go to the kitchen. Go to the cupboard to fetch a mug with a picture of a cat on it, and then return to the room.
ソラちゃんの？
Yep, she left it here a while back. Using something of mine would mean you'd have to explain everything to me afterwards, which would be super annoying. So let's use this.
どうすればいい？
Right. I look around the room. So all we have to do is make sure it's not in sight. Open up the drawer in my nightstand, and remove the stuff inside to make room. Then I place the mug inside and close the drawer. How about this?
やってみる。
She nods and lifts her left hand. Her stigma faintly glows. She looks concerned for a moment, but then... It happens the moment she gasps.
成功しちゃった。
The mug appears in Kujo's left hand. You're leveling up quickly.
そこにあるって分かっていれば 視界に入っていなくても成功する。
Why don't we shoot for one better? While we're at it, close your eyes for me, Kujo.
うん。
She closes her eyes without so much as asking what I'm up to. Sorry, could you let me have the mug?
はい。
She holds out the mug with both hands, her eyes still closed, as a smile forms on her face. I take the mug, taking great pains not to touch her hands, and silently stand up. I then pause a moment to think. I've got hardly any furniture, so there isn't any sort of elaborate hiding place I can really find for this, but... Okay, Kujo, all set. As soon as I return to my spot, Kujo slowly opens her eyes. I hid the mug. Now, try searching for it.
対象が分かっていて場所が分からない場合の実験ね。
That's the idea, yeah.
やってみる。
Okay, but don't move from that spot. If you move, you'll see it. Was that too much of a hint?
察しが悪いから大丈夫。やってみるね。
She opens and closes her left hand, as if doing some sort of warm-up exercise. After repeating that several times, she starts off by holding her hand out toward the same location as before, the shelf. She tilts her head and moves on. Sorry about that. She forgot to read that. But she gropes around in front of her. Still, nothing. She does the same with the right side of the room. She then aims back to the left side and then around the center. She tries holding her hand out in every corner of the room, but...
ダメね。射程に入ったって感覚がない。
Behind my laptop. I hid it behind the laptop.
パソコン、さっきやってみたけど。
An instant success. The mug once again returns to Kujo's hand.
対象が明確で場所さえ把握できていれば視界に入っていなくても能力は発動する。
Now you really know the limits of your ability. It's still not going to be very useful in an ambush, but knowing that you don't actually have to see your target is huge. Basically, as long as you get the drop on your opponents, things will be a cinch for you.
ありがとう、新見くん。やっぱり新見くんは私を正しい方向に導いてくれる。
I'm telling you, you're giving me too much credit. I just had an idea that happened to work out.
私だったら思いつきもしなかったから。ありがとう。新見くんのおかげで私は前進できる。
Kujo gives me a satisfied smile, her eyes sparkling. I'm getting so embarrassed I have to turn my head away. Kujo doesn't think of me the same way I think of her, which makes this feel like torture. It's so nice to see more and more my texts now. We're all alone in my apartment, and I mean, sure, we get along. I'm sure she feels some fondness for me, but Kujo is what you'd call innocent, untainted. There's just no way this is going the direction I hope it is. Man, I'm suddenly all down in the dumps about this. What am I going to do with myself?
ごめんね、一人で盛り上がっちゃって。
Don't worry. Great. Now I worried her by sorry about that. Great. Now I worried her by going all quiet. Way to go, me. Kujo's apology gets me a little flustered, so I try to cover for myself. I was just thinking it over. Maybe we can Yeah, maybe we can broaden the idea even further.
解釈
Yeah, with your power, you can even steal things you can't see. So maybe you can even steal things that can't be seen? She gives me a blank stare, tilting her head. I mean, I'm just making this up as I'm going along, so yeah, I'm having trouble following too. I desperately try to solidify my thoughts. Yeah, it's like a natural extension of what you can do already. Maybe you can steal things that can't be seen, like maybe feelings?
感覚
Yeah, feelings. Or, hey, what about memories?
記憶
Ah, sorry. That's too much of a stretch, huh?
うん。もしそれが可能なら、犯人見つけられる。
Kujo stares at her left hand and clenches it into a fist. I was basically making shit up, but the idea seems to have made quite an impression on Kujo.
感覚まで奪えたら、私の能力、思っていたよりもずっと強力。
Want to try it out? Is that going too far?
記憶を奪えるかどうか、確かめてみたい気持ちはあるの。犯人、
Sorry about that. You can tell it's to me straight, you know. She slowly shakes her head.
できそうな気がする。新見くんの言葉に間違いはないって。でも、新見くんで試したくはないかな。
Why?
だって能力を使えば対象が私の手の中に自動的に移動するけれど、所有権を放棄しても対象は自動的に元の持ち主の元に戻らない。
Ah.
新見くんの記憶を盗んで元に戻らなかったら、新見くんの日常生活に支障をきたしちゃう。
Well, you do have a point.
それにこれは私の自分勝手な言い分だけど、
Okay.
せっかくこんなに仲良くなれたのに、新見くんが私のこと忘れちゃったら、
This would be a
とて
good.
も悲しいもの。
Sorry. This would be a good point for white text.
新見くん、
She looks on in shock as I collapse onto the table. Crap. My heart is about to explode, and I'm blushing to my ears. Damn it, you can't just go and say stuff like that, Kujo.
ごめんなさい。せっかく提案してくれているのに弱気で。
No. The monumental effort of will, I wipe the dopey grin off my face and lift my head. I already said too much this time. You're absolutely right. It would be dangerous.
だよね。仮にできたとしても私では試せないかもしれない。
But there is one thing.
うん。
If you can teleport things away, shouldn't you be able to teleport things back?
戻す。あ、奪った時点で終わりじゃない？
Right, Kujo, I think your power isn't the ability to steal, but rather the ability to borrow. If it was really intended for stealing, then there would be no need to provide you a way to give up possession, don't you think?
確かにそうね。
Hey, wait a minute. Actually, it's obvious that you can meddle with memories.
なぜ？
Well, because you already have. Whenever you borrow someone else's possession, you also adjust their memories.
あ、そうね。確かに。
And then, once you give up possession, those memories come back. Even I've experienced that. So you can both borrow memories and give them back. She balls her fists and looks at me with a radiant smile, which is way too embarrassing. I turn her away.
やっぱり新見くん、すごい。
I No, I'm just all talk. I don't even know what my own power is.
他者の力を正確に把握する能力だったりして。
Right man for the job, huh? I'm just a guy to help you out.
私たち相性ぴったりね。
Didn't you hear me last time? You can't just say stuff like that. And just like before, Kujo misinterprets my excessively embarrassed reaction.
ごめんなさい。調子に乗りすぎね。私、新見くんに頼りきりなのに。
I help figure things out, you help get things done. Nothing wrong with that, right? We work together, you know?
だよね、だよね。
She smiles and enthusiastically bobs her head. I always thought she was some too diligent, too polite princess. But now that I've seen her do things like this a few times, I can say that Kujo's far more childlike than I ever expected.
試してみてもいいかな。戻せるかどうか。
Sure, let's give it a whirl.
うん。ソラちゃん、今マグカップの記憶失ったり戻ったりしてるんだよね。後で謝らないと。
Nah, that's all good. She wouldn't even notice.
あ、お兄さんひどい。
She chuckles under her breath. Her expression becomes serious as she holds her hand over the mug atop the table and focuses her attention on it.
行きます。
Her stigma shines, and the mug pops into her hand. I was staring at it the whole time, but even so, my eyes couldn't follow it. It just disappeared from one place and appeared in the other. Real life teleportation. Well, so far so good, I guess. You know, I just realized. You can't control a third party's memories, can you? Right now, I remember crystal clear that you used your power on something of sorters.
本当だ。言われてみればそうだね。
Well, I guess it's not really a big deal.
デメリットではあるから気をつけた方がいいね。
Sure enough. Sorry for the derail.
じゃあ続きやってみるね。戻す。元の場所に。
Kind of hard?
ちょっと待ってね。多分触れてる感覚を手放して元の位置に置くような。
Oh? I'm staring at Kujo's left hand when the mug vanishes. I look down to the table and see.
戻った。
Yeah, you sure did.
できた。
Yeah, I'll say.
新見くん、できたよ。
Alright. Sorry if I'm not saying too excited about it. I put up my right hand and hold it out to Kujo. Wait, why are you going for a handshake? That's not what we're doing.
何？
Give me a high five.
はあ。
Finally comprehending the gesture, she presses her hand against mine. Not with a hard slap, but a gentle pop.
タッチ。
Kujo, have you never done a high five before?
違う？
Look, just hold your hand up like that. Like this. Kujo blinks and she pulls back her hand.
痛い。
Sorry, but you're supposed to really put your arm behind a high five.
本当に？
Yeah, I mean, you got to get that refreshing crack sound out of it, you know?
じゃあ新見くん、て。
Oh yeah, bring it. A limp smack resounds. Not really what I was hoping for, but Kujo seems satisfied.
初ハイタッチ。
Maybe we should go for two. And do your first memory swap too.
スティール？
Right, that whole swipe steal thing I spoke about it before. Well, just saying steal sounds kind of lame, right? I forget this name could use a little punching up, so it kind of sort of sounded more like a superpower. Because there's some flair, don't you think?
おお、確かに。新見くんは天才だね。
Kujo, when you say that kind of thing, I can't tell if you're being serious or pulling my leg.
本気だよ。
Then you're severely overestimating me.
そんなことないよ。新見くんは私にとって。
Okay, enough of that. It's time you tried it out.
本当にいい？
Sure. Sock it to me.
じゃあ、
She had her hand outstretched towards me, palm open, but now attentively closes it. You see, last time we realized, okay, that's sorta. And we found out that was Yoichi. But by the time Yoichi was apparently there and we realized he had overheard something that he knew that Kujo was in the room, so he knew it. The only way we can tell that is by if we can hear them. And last time I wasn't too sure what was really spoken about the whole time. Was there a gap when we weren't talking about things? Was there? But yeah, now that I go through it again, they really did mainly just talk about their powers, her power. I don't know, it just feels so weird. I feel like there's something going on about Yoichi. I really do feel like there's something behind the scenes. But yeah, so let's leave it here for now. It's really nice, this episode where just white text is just littered about here and there, which is great. That's what I expected. I'm fortunate that it happened so late though. Well, we should be getting a lot more now, so can't wait to see more. For now, that should be it. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.